G'day, everybody. How you doing out there? I think it's 11 o'clock. Just checking. My wife's having a look at making sure that it's all happening here. Got to get the thumbs up from her. Is it all good out there, Sharon? All right, I'm live. Oh wow! Thanks, thank you everybody for joining me, and welcome to my single launch, 1868. I'm really excited. I've been. See you later. My wife's just going into town to do some shopping. Yeah, I've been working on this song for a long time, and it's an amazing story. That when I was first told this story by a mate of mine, Len Pascoe, who was used to be the fast bowler for Australia back in the 70s and 80s. I grew up watching Len, and he told me this story last Australia Day when I was in Tamworth, and yeah, anyway, the story blew me away, and I just knew that I had to write a song about it, and that's what I've done. And for those of you that haven't heard the story, it's an amazing story about the first Australian 11 cricket side. 9 years before the baggy green, an Indigenous side, totally Indigenous side, sailed over to England, and and they played 47 matches. It was amazing, and they won 11. Drew 19 games, which is an amazing feat, And anyway, they came back home, and there wasn't much hoo-ha when they came back home, and the story just disappeared. And although a lot of people have heard the story, there's a lot more people that haven't heard the story. And I just thought that I needed to write this song, and hopefully what I can achieve with this song is just make more people aware of this amazing story. And it's an absolute privilege and honor to be able to share this story with you. And I just want to say a big g'day to all the people down in Harrow, Victoria. I know that Josie at the Harrow Discovery Centre is watching this. She's streaming this show right now, or this live stream now, and she's got it on the big screen down there. And there's a few people gathered down there at the museum. And look, if I could be down there today, I would, because Harrow is the home of Johnny Muller, who's one of the central characters in this song. And Johnny, when he came back from the tour, he went on to have a great, illustrious career in cricket. And Harrow was pretty much Johnny Muller town, so I've heard. And I really wanted to get down there and do the album launch down there. But unfortunately, because of border restrictions, I could get down there, but I couldn't get back. So anyway, I'm sending this song out to all you guys down there in the Jardwajali, Wodjaboliki, and the Goodnidge Mara communities. Again, it's a great honour to be able to tell your story. And thank you so much for letting me tell your story. Anyway, without further ado, I'll sing the song for you. It's called 1868, and it goes like this. It was before Smith and Warney, before the Great Don, before Victor Trumper scored the first double ton. 9 years before the first test and the baggy green, Australia got its first cricket team. A clever bunch of stockmen with sturdy station hands who picked the game up quickly from settlers on the land. They sailed over to England, unsure of their fate. The tour made the headlines in 1868. They came from Jardwajali and Wodjaboliki, some from Goodnidge Mara, 13 men in all. Good as anybody with the bat and ball. The first Australian cricket side was Aboriginal. The tourists were admired for their athletic skills. The games were well attended, nearly all the seats were filled. 47 matches, they even played at Lord's, winning 14, while 19 games were drawn. The The standout was Unaraman, better known as Johnny Muller, a whiz with the cock and willow, a real all-rounder. And there was young and genital, nicknamed Digger Dig, who earned the locals' respect and wowed the crowd with his bush tricks. They came from Jadwa to Charlie and Watchabollocky, some from Gunditch Mara, 13 men in all. Good as anybody with the bat and ball. The first Australian cricket side was Aboriginal. Hey! Hey! The team returned to Sydney after 6 long months, exhausted from the grueling trip, but proud of what they'd done. But there was no heroes welcome, no ticker tape parade. Most went back to the stations, others sadly passed away. But in the town of Harrow, there's a piece of sacred land called Johnny Muller Oval, in honour of the man. And there's a cricket museum with pictures of the past. Their names won't be forgotten, their legacy will last. They came from Jadwa to Charlie and Watchabollocky, some from Gunditch Mara, 13 men in all. Good as anybody with the bat and ball. The first Australian cricket side was Aboriginal. The first Australian cricket side was Aboriginal. Hey! Hey! Great, thank you very much. As I said before, it's what a great honour to be able to sing that song. And hey, listen, I want to give a big shout out to Cricket Australia too. I've been having a few conversations with Cricket Australia, and they've and they've told me how much they love the song and they're willing to support it. So thank you. And I know that they're sharing it on their social media sites right now. So cheers. And I've just realised also that the thing might be a little bit out of sync. So let me try and fix up this lagging problem. One sec. See if I can fix this. Where are we? Just give me a second here, guys. Where are we? Where's it gone? No, I don't think I'm going to be able to fix it for some reason. So, I guess we're just going to have to go with that. Anyway, yeah. So, if you jump onto my YouTube site, also you can check out the video, which I actually produced the video myself. Sync is perfect. I'm watching Jules. Great. Okay, the sync's good. I wasn't sure whether it was right or not. Thanks for that message, Jules. Anyway, yeah, as I said, the video. I really wanted to get down to Harrow. I was talking with Josie, who runs the Discovery Centre down there. If you haven't been to the Discovery Centre, so I'm told it's the second biggest cricket museum in Australia. As far as memorabilia and stuff goes, behind the Donald Bradman Museum, it's the second biggest museum, and it pretty much dedicates its floor space to this amazing story and to also Johnny Muller. And I wanted to get down there and do some filming down there to show how beautiful the country was down there in the film, in the video, but I couldn't get down there because of restrictions. But luckily, where I live up at Glencoe, which is up near Glen Innes in New England, in the New South Wales, New England area, a lot of the country around here is quite similar to the country down there. So when you do watch the video, it is the country up here, but it's definitely paying respects to the country down there. So I hope that we've done an okay job with the video. And anyway, look, I'm really excited about releasing this song, and I'm talking a lot. I'm sorry. Yeah, and look, if I can do anything with this song, anything at all, please share it, get it out there. I just want more Australians to know this wonderful story and just celebrate this story. It needs to be celebrated. People need to know this. They need to tell this story in schools. That kids need to know about this. I play this song live, and I always ask the question at the end of the song. Hands up who's heard this story before, and guaranteed only a third of the audience put their hands up every time. So that tells me that only a third of Australia has heard this story. So if I can do anything with this song, let's just make more people aware. Maybe we can get up to 2/3 of Australia know this story. What they want to do with the story after, that's up to them. But as long as they know about it, that's the main thing. We just need to make people aware. And I know there's a lot more stories out there like this. Anyway, I'll shut up for a second. I'll play you another song. So I do have a... also, just quickly on that song, if you'd like to purchase that song, it's not on a CD or anything like that. It's at iTunes. So if you can get onto iTunes, you can find it easily on iTunes and purchase it. I think it's a couple of bucks for the song. Other than that, it's on Spotify, it's on Google Play, it's on all those streaming platforms, and it's on YouTube too. So you can definitely check it out there. If you'd like to buy it, that'd be fantastic too. But an album I do have out was an album I released last year. It was an album called Aussie As, and it's done really well for me. And this song in particular, Aussie As, Ray Hadley has played it lots and lots of times on his radio program. And I really appreciate Ray doing that, because it's really opened up my audience. And I get a lot of random emails and people saying they've heard the song on Ray's show, which is great. So thank you, Ray. For doing that. I appreciate it. So here it is here. It's called Aussie As. Aussie as a lazy Sunday Arvie, a stubby in your hand, snag on the barbie. Aussie as nippers on the beach and kids on the veranda feeding lorikeets. It's a blue tongue in the garden, it's a footy on the roof, it's a cheeky kookaburra laughing at you. It's 100 different cultures all rolled into one. Let's call them Barry Baz and Sharon Shaz. It's Aussie As. Aussie As a raffle in a pub and chicken chow mein in a bowling club. Aussie As a flutter on the cup and $5 in the tin when the salvos show up. It's a bugle call at sunrise, it's a pinned on rosemary sprig, it's a rum and milk and 10 on tails every April 25th. It's 100 different cultures all rolled into one. Let's call them Barry Baz and Sharon Shaz. It's Aussie As. 05 at Bathurst, a box of redheads matches, kids swinging on a Hills hoist and bindies in the grass. A cyclone called Tracy, a ginger boy named Blue, and Jack and Jillaroo. Now that's Aussie as. Yachts on Boxing Day, and that big smile on Luna Park's face. It's a simple word like sorry. It's a flag to call your own. It's red, white and blue, and it's red, black and yellow. It's 100 different cultures all rolled into one. Let's call them Barry Baz and Sharon Shaz. It's Aussie as. A pair of tracky dacks. Aussie as. Great, thank you. Thanks very much. I love that song. I'm so glad I wrote it. I actually wrote that song. I wrote that song with a good mate of mine, Paul Grierson, who's in a band called Simply Bush. If you haven't checked out Simply Bush, do yourself a favour. They're a great Australian Aussie band. I love the boys. They're great, awesome guys, great band. But yeah, I'm really, really, really glad I wrote that song. I love this country so much, and I mean that sincerely. And I just love to write stories about it, about the characters, about the things we do, the silly things we do, the proud things we do, the smells, the sounds, everything about this country. I'm talking about that, sounds. We make some funny sounds and we say some funny things. We have some funny ways we say things here in Australia. And so I thought I'd write a little song all about that. And actually, when I spent a bit of time overseas, and when I was overseas, I found that I had to dull down my Aussie lingo because people just couldn't understand what I was talking about. And I always thought, geez, there's got to be a song in that somewhere. So anyway, I wrote this song here. This is also on my Aussie As album. This is an Aussie lingo lesson for all those overseas visitors who can't understand a bloody thing we say. If you're chewing on a dog's eye, you're eating a pie. If you're giving a bush salute, you're shooing the flies. If you pull up a stump, you're sitting on a chair. And if you're in Whoop Whoop, you're in the middle of nowhere. If you feel a bit dusty, you're hungover. If you're talking on the telephone, you're on the blower. In the land of the Kazi and the Vegemite sandwich, if you want to talk Aussie, you got to speak our slanguage. If you like to eat, you're good on the tooth. And bug it if I know means you don't have a clue. If you're a two-pot screamer, you get drunk real quick. And if you're a bit toey, you want more than just a kiss. If something's cactus, it doesn't work. If you're edgy-edge, you're salt of the earth. In the land of the Kazi and the Vegemite sandwich, if you want to talk Aussie, you got to speak our slanguage. A chicken is a chook, a squiz is a look, a kilometre is a click. Fruit Loop means you're crazy, bludger means you're lazy, Crocker's a dog means sick. A beer bottle is a stubby, a toilet is a dunny, a number one is a leak. Starkers is your birthday suit, tipsy is a wobbly boot. If it's a rib snorter, it's a real good time. And if you hear the word toodles or hooroo, it means goodbye. If you're doing your nana, you're losing your temper. And if you're having a brain fart, you can't remember. If you're chucking a sickie, you're not going to work. But if you're chucking a Yui, you're making a U-turn. In the land of the Kazi and the Vegemite sandwich, if you want to talk Aussie, you got to speak our language. In the land of the Kazi and the Vegemite sandwich, if you want to talk Aussie, you got to speak our language. If you want to talk Aussie, you got to speak our language. Language. Hey. Oh, look, great. Thank you very much. Thank you for joining this album launch. I'm going to say goodbye in a second. But before I do, I just want to let you know that I've just been informed that if you happen to be watching it, SBS at 3 o'clock today on the Nulla News program. I think it's Nulla or Nulla, probably Nulla. The Nulla News program on SBS at between 3 and 3:30 today. They're going to be mentioning my album launch and just letting people know. So thanks SBS for doing that. And also on NITV at 7 p.m. they're going to be just letting people know about the song and the album launch and the release. So again, thank you to NITV for doing that. Thank you very much I just want to thank a few people. I want to thank Jules Delamy, my publicist, for doing such a wonderful job like she always does. I want to thank Josie down at the Harrow Discovery Centre. I want to thank Richard Kennedy. He's actually a descendant of Yungin Jinanuk, Digger Dig. He's a great grandson, I believe, of Digger Dig, and he's down there at Harrow at the moment, I believe. He might not be there, but he's going to be there later on. But hopefully he's watching. So thank you, Richard, and thank you for agreeing to let me sing this song, to tell your story. And also thank you to Les Knox. Les Knox is an Indigenous elder in Narrabri. He's also very heavily involved with Indigenous cricket. Thank you so much, Len. It means a real lot for you to put your trust in me to tell your story. Thank you so much to Lenny Pascoe, you legend, mate. I grew up watching you bowl, and I know how excited you are about this song, mate. And you being excited about it is a wow. Thanks, mate, because as I said, I grew up watching you and I idolized what you did. So thank you. Listen, I'll stop rambling. I'm sounding like a little kid right now because I'm pretty excited. I'll get off here, but as I said, you can check my video out at on YouTube. You can also go to mattscullionmusic.com. That's my official webpage, and that's got all the info you need for everything. The video's on there too, and I guess that's about all I got to say. So please share this song, let people know about it, tell your friends, and let's see if we can try and make 2/3 of Australia aware of this wonderful story. And thank you so much, and have a great day. Cheers. Bye.